Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Hang on a sec, I've just got to put somebody in their place. Oh, I've just got a notification that Granny's online. Right here, looks like used against me. Just talking to some strange people online, as you do. Now, I've got to find my own live stream. Okay, we're going to start a GoFundMe, everybody, because Bam's apparently been given a plush toy by Michael Jackson or somebody who knew Michael Jackson, allegedly. I want to start a GoFundMe so that I can buy plush toys for people who are feeling left out and not quite as famous as Bam. So can we put gifts in the chat? Someone have a look and see if you can do that. Hello, Sunray. Can we put gifts in the chat? That is the burning question. Picture-in-picture layout. Let's try that. Can we do gifts? I need you to work that out because your own time zone. There's someone there with their own time zone. Yeah, you go. Now, share screen. One of these days I'm going to sing on here. I'm going to really sing and I'm going to prove to people what I used to do for a living. It's weird. You can't avoid making silly noises when you're pressing buttons and concentrating. So I've got to open this on my phone. So that I can see what's really on the screen. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Now, here's a message for the people I'm currently in a chat with on here. Okay, we were talking about our previous lives and how we're going to start a GoFundMe to buy everybody plush toys so we're all famous. I can't talk right now. Don't send me any messages while I'm online. Okay, it's very, very important. Knobhead. Okay, why is my picture not on this screen? I demand that somebody put my picture on this screen immediately. Hang on, I'm just going to fiddle around with buttons. I don't know what I'm doing here. What about that one? What about that one? Does that look pretty? I don't want an old goat. I want a Barney costume. Full size Barney costume. Okay. Oh, dog didn't like that idea. Did he just fluff? Did my dog just fart on YouTube? So you can see me and that chat, yes? Right. So what I have to do is... How did I do this before? Somebody remind me. Somebody remind me. Now we've got half a screen. I mean, you've got to admit that's better than no screen, correct? Seriously, how do I do this? Hang on, you're just watching an old lady freak out here. Share screen. Yeah. It's all right. The pennies dropped. The old lady knows what she's doing. Kinda. Maybe. There it is. It's Alan. Shall we watch some Alan? And I'll talk over the top of it.
My name's Alan. I am the armchair detective.
He always sounds like he's trying to be super likeable there, doesn't he? I'm Alan. I'm the armchair detective. Like he's gone to the Mickey Mouse School of Drama. Are we all okay with this setup? Is it big enough? Is it? We need Alan to be bigger and me to be smaller. Okay with this setup? Hang on, I'll turn the sound down on. Breathe. Just breathe. Okay. So he's Googled some pictures of detectives. Good work. Wisconsin Whispers website is still up and running. We know that. Copyright disclaimer means nothing at all, Alan, but it might fool a few people. Who would want to take your content anyway? Let's face it.
Hello.
Oh, he looks like Yoda in that.
Welcome to the Armchair Detective Show.
We can't see your
terms with the Queen
we
going
can't
and
see
the
your
King coming in. It's like the process. We're getting there here in the UK. It's now like sort of summer's.
He can speak for the whole UK. They're getting there. Thanks for your flowers and your well wishes.
Gone overnight. It just went out the window. I don't know why. First time I've worn a top for months. Anyway.
The idea of Alan without a top just terrifies me, puts me off my tea, honestly. Hey, do you remember when he was going to get some tea company to sponsor him? What happened to that?
Sunday night in the UK. Kylie Rodney. Now,
that reminds me, the reason I did this. I was watching this before, and around about the 11-minute mark, we're at, what, 1.5 minutes? Around about the 11-minute mark, he actually has a go at Kylie Rodney's mum because she says, social media, please back off and let us grieve. Heard that before, haven't we? He actually attacks her for about 10 minutes. And I'm starting to wonder if that's a pattern. Anyone who gets between Alan and his poker money, his God-given right to speculate on unsolved crimes on YouTube, he will attack, even families.
Dominating the streets of YouTube at the moment with the tubers.
The tubers. I always thought a tuber was something that like a bulb, you know. Aren't potatoes tubers? And you plant them and they grow. Anyway, he's got a new word. He says it over and over again, the tubers.
And this is really, honestly, it's the first full-on takeover of mainstream media of a case by the tubers.
Tubers.
Right from Adventures with Purpose, running the show, really, from all angles, to tubers discovering stuff that law enforcement can't be bothered to do. And
well, I don't know about can't be bothered, and there is still some speculation about whether that stuff was out of the car or not. But yeah, Alan's going to put his own slant on everything, as he does. I think this is a great, what's going on now with the Kylie Rodney case is a great example of the way that people like Alan on YouTube, doing their ridiculous speculating just to make money, has destroyed any relationship that communities had with their local police. Once upon a time, the local police would come out and do press conferences and ask for the community's help to find people or, find clues or did you see anything unusual? These guys on the tubers have pretty much shut that down now. The police now don't talk, thanks to these guys. So thanks a lot for ruining the community's relationship with our police. Thanks a lot, Alan. I hope you enjoy that poker money.
The crime community responding to pleas from the parents to come forward and give money and do this and do that and help and search, and all of it was All of it is YouTube, man. It is.
Man.
It's not Facebook. Facebook's finished.
Does anybody say man anymore? Man. It's like the 70s. Come on, Alan.
It's YouTube. This is a YouTube case. It's being run
Choo-choo.
right here on YouTube.
Oh, it's a
By
YouTube
many of
case.
Because I've got a feeling the police aren't bothered to tell us anything. They're not going to tell us anything until
Why would they?
autopsy date
Why
November
would
the
they?
1st, which even that, I'm sure they're going to go, she's a minor. We ain't telling you nothing.
Have you heard that before? Have you, Alan? I'll just let that hang there for a second.
We might get the cause of death. We've got a feeling that's going to be vague, like, well, she's been in the water that long. There's water in the lungs, and we're not sure if she died before she hit the water or after. I can see it all now.
He's doing that thing where
I can see it all now.
He's doing that thing where he puts words into people's mouths. You know, I really should make some sock puppets for when he does it. You know. Hello, I'm D.A. Rock. Freaking head.
How it works in these cases, it's sort of small town. These small towns, they haven't got the training to look after these cases, so they call in the FBI, and they go abduction. Now they've got to say abduction, so they don't get the FBI. Always in these cases, they go abduction.
Don't the FBI automatically get called in when there's a child involved? I could be wrong.
They mention child trafficking. They mention anything to get the FBI in. If they just say like missing person, they don't get the FBI treatment. So, and they haven't got the expertise themselves to do this case. So and that's how it works. And then what usually happens, the FBI get pissed at the amateur status of the sheriffs.
You don't swear, remember?
And they leave. And then we're left with this situation that we are in this case.
Yes, Yoda.
Where it's all down to pleading with the public to help, which is where we are now. But suddenly a sea change happens today. Bearing in mind, without YouTube, we wouldn't have the body even. You have to. Let's not forget.
True.
If it wasn't for YouTube, we wouldn't have Kylie's car and her.
True.
She'd still be in the water, and they've gone, that water's clear, she's not there, right?
Give you that one.
Well, it's so hard to find that an amateur YouTuber, crime TV or whatever,
An amateur one.
can just swim down there and pick up the laptop. That's how
Allegedly.
obscure and how hidden the car was. A YouTuber can literally dive in the water and find a laptop and stuff.
Allegedly
but they can't
hers.
find a car and a body. But a YouTuber can go in and pick up the laptop.
You've said that 3 times. Move on. Move on.
So without the tubers, this case would be nowhere.
Without the tubers.
Now, Kylie's mum was all for using social media before she was found.
To find her daughter.
Kylie's immediate family contacted the Purpose guys.
No, her extended family did. But we'll just let that one go through to the keeper.
And asked them to come. The mother herself was using social media to spread the word, which is great. But now she's had a change of heart. She's gone against the divers and is critical of them and is supportive of law enforcement. And instead of asking these children to come forward with information, she's saying she wants time to heal and leave.
Well, her daughter is dead and they have just found her body. And do you find that so baffling that somebody would lose a child, finally find their body and need time to grieve? I pray something like this never happens to your children. You just wouldn't know how to react, would you?
Leave the teens alone and let's move on. Where did that change come? Is she satisfied that it's an accident before it's even declared an accident?
Well, no, she's probably sickened by the media circus that's going on right now between people kayaking around and pretending to find things. Ryan, what's his face, coming up with outrageous theories like the party never happened, Kylie never existed. and you and your seatbelt through the belt theory, she's possibly seen what happens with other cases once YouTubers get involved and start speculating, thinking they can solve the crime because they've watched a couple of Netflix specials. She needed YouTube to help find the body. Now she wants to grieve. It's really not hard to understand.
Time to move on. She made a very, very, I don't know what word to use, strange statement today at the memorial. Now, I can't judge this memorial because I'm not from this country. But what I see is like a county fair where people are selling stuff and playing music and having a get together as a celebration for Kylie. But
celebration of her life.
Kylie's life was only 16 years old. And I would have thought the mood should be what happened.
You'd like it to be more somber because that's the way the British would do it. I'm not going to criticise that because it's true. But in this community and this family, they've decided to do this. And to tell you the truth, I think it's a whole lot healthier than having funerals and crying. But hey, what would I know? Just a granny.
And that's the title of tonight's video.
It's a cultural difference.
I know what you did last summer moment.
That's a movie, isn't it? Is that a horror movie?
Tragedy happened and the whole place shut down in minutes. How can that happen to a teen party where most people don't get there till 11 o'clock and everybody does a dash home at 12:30?
Well, are we sure everybody got there at 11 o'clock? Or are you just filling in the blanks with your imagination again, Alan? You have to get the sock puppets out.
What happened around 12 that had frantic calls to parents and parents saying, and I've heard the calls from the parents, don't get involved, leave. Don't.
Somebody recorded these calls? Oh, no. I'd be fueling the fire if I wanted to listen to them. Alan reckons he's heard the calls. Could be lying, could not. I mean, let's face it, he hasn't got a good track record. He's probably lying. You're like the boy who cried wolf, Alan. You've lied so many times. I don't believe anything you say now.
Don't get involved, leave. Come on, leave.
He's heard all these calls.
What happened that put this panic on?
Somebody died.
What happened?
I think it's pretty obvious.
And why is now Kylie's own mother backtracking on us, her support?
Well, she wasn't supporting you. She was using you to find the body.
And then we'll listen to what she had to say before the find.
I love this celebration. This is what I want instead of a funeral.
We are so grateful to have the opportunity to join together today with our friends, family, and community in Kylie's name. Though we gather together, grief and healing is such a personal and individual thing. Today we will honor Kylie in honoring each other and holding each other up as we grieve in our own ways. We'll laugh, dance, share stories, songs, and poetry, or maybe we'll cry in a corner or at the podium.
Can you see anybody selling anything? Alan reckons this has turned into a market or a fete, a fair. I can't see anybody selling anything. You made that up.
It's all okay. We'll remember and we'll create new memories as we all learn how to move forward in a world where we miss her. We are so blessed to be able to miss her together and to walk together into tomorrow.
Oh, that's
the way
beautiful.
that she has brought everyone.
Alan, what are you doing? Is he renovating again? Turn your mic. Oh, it's not live, or else I'd say turn your mic off. Hey, okay.
Death is a legacy that I will cherish forever. I'm hearing stories about people wanting to be nicer to each other in her memory. Kylie's dear friend
Alan,
recently told her mom that before all of this happened, she thought the word community had no real meaning.
What's he doing?
That it didn't really exist. But after Kylie went missing, the way our community showed up in full force showed her that it in fact is so very real and so powerful. That kind of impact on our teams gives me hope, the demonstration of strength and togetherness. and the way that they have an army of supporters standing behind them will carry them far as they enter adulthood. We would like to thank everyone who has come together to support us in what we hope will be the most difficult time of our lives. There's no way that we'll be able to ever return the kindness, generosity, and compassion that has been extended to us over the last month, but we will live the rest of our lives trying, and in that trying, Kylie will be with us, reminding us to be kind, laugh, and sing, and that sometimes it's even okay to cry. In closing, I want to thank our media friends for respecting our request to give us privacy while we celebrate my daughter today. Unfortunately,
there you go. Thank you to the media. The media have done the right thing. Remember that mainstream media that you hate so much, everybody? No, sorry, Alan. Yeah, they've done the right thing.
the social media frenzy has become such a monster that our teens are suffering. And we want to create a safe space for them to heal together without fear of something being taken out of context. To anyone who gains pleasure or satisfaction from commenting online, I ask you to take a moment to look inward and to try to recognize your motive.
Right, Alan, let's all pause for a couple of moments, shall we? And Alan, we can examine his motives. Well, we all know Alan's motive. We can all examine Alan's motives for speaking about this online. Cha-ching!
Remember the three gates that all words should flow through. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful?
So she wants us to shut up unless it's kind.
Hang on. I don't think she said shut up anywhere. You've taken it and you've made it angry. Yes. Now that's a common saying, isn't it? Is it kind? Is it helpful? Is it truthful? We use it in education. I'm just going to Google it. God, it's awful. One arm. Still haven't started a GoFundMe, but I really think we should for the plush toys. Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Oh, there are different versions of it. Okay. So she's using a version. All right. Whoop, there's me again. So she's using a version that says, is it kind? Is it truthful? Is it helpful? And Alan, this has just scrambled Alan's head. He hasn't got a clue what that means. This is obviously an attack of some sort, using words like kind, truth, helpful. Who does she think she is?
True or helpful?
Get her, Alan.
Kind.
What's that?
We're not going to be kind to people we think were involved. Justice isn't kind.
So this is Alan now trying to cleverly turn her words back on her and justify why YouTubers, in particular him, he doesn't care about the others, let's face it, should be able to make money out of this. Right? Not a well man.
Crime isn't kind. Crime, no. Kind, no. What else does she say? What else have we got to do?
Kind, truthful, helpful.
Kind,
words you've never clearly heard before.
Helpful.
Is it true? Is it true it's an accident? I don't believe it is true it's an accident. Helpful. Was it helpful that they found the car? The troopers found the car?
The troopers.
Was that helpful?
Yes. Kind of.
Well, now, after doing that, they've got to shut up and say nothing, right?
I implore you to remember that there is honor in.
She's imploring. I mean, that's pretty serious. Okay. She really wants it to stop.
Silence, and there is kindness in minding your own business. You are talking.
She wants us to mind our own business now.
Mm-hmm.
after pleading with us to help,
Mm-hmm.
and those boys, those brave divers finding their daughter,
Mm-hmm.
they want us to shut up.
No, she didn't say shut up. She said mind your own business.
And kindness is in silence. So she's asking for silence from the parents, the divers, the public.
YouTube.
Silence.
No. Social media. She specifically said social media. All right? You've seen the craziness that's going on. And it's got to stop. You guys can't do this with every crime, every person that disappears. Whee, we can make some money out of this. I've seen some Netflix documentaries. I can solve this crime. Leave it to the people who know what they're doing. Because believe it or not, running around and interviewing people who were involved and going to the crime scene and stomping around and picking things up or leaving things or picking things, you're interfering with an investigation. Guys, stop it. You are not the police. If you want to solve crimes, join the police. Go and do a criminology course like Bam has, although she won't show us her qualifications. Oh, she'll probably come after me now. Woo! Good luck.
About the death of my
You're
child,
more money than you'll ever have.
our community's child. It's time to let our children mourn their friend quietly,
Yep.
peacefully. I hope you can find other, more beautiful and helpful ways to spend your time and remember Kylie. Call your mom. Take a walk. Pick up a new hobby. Please know we got this.
They've got it. All right. Don't need your help. Police have got it. Alan, have a look here in the background. Sunflowers. Dum, 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 dum. And she does look a little bit like NK with that hair. If she put that up in a ponytail, she'd look like NK.
Let her rest.
I shouldn't give him ideas, should I? So that's just like Mr. Ruzek coming out onto the driveway of the house and saying, please leave us alone. Social media, leave us alone. How many times do you have to be told, leave us alone by families before you listen? Oh, then again, there's money in it, isn't there? He'll probably try to rip her a new one now because she's, clearly a nice, gentle person, bit of a hippie. Alan will hate that.
Well, you need to know.
Yep. Here you
it's
go.
time to let her rest because we got this. We haven't even got the autopsy. We haven't even got.
You're not part of the we, Alan. She's the we. Her community is the we. The family is the we. This is what social media needs to realise. You're not part of the situation. You're not part of the we. Law enforcement, the courts, the families owe you nothing. You can't demand to see any evidence. You can't demand to get anybody interviewed. You are not investigating it. You are a YouTuber.
Whether it's a crime or accident, but we got this, right? This is a very strange statement.
No, it's the plea of a family and a community to please leave us alone and don't turn us into a farce like you have with the Watts show or the Watts show. You've turned it into a Watts show with the Watts crime. All right? Please don't do that to this community.
I mean, we're all different, but personally, I'd be asking for people who were there that night to come forward because we don't know what happened yet.
But it's not your child, so you can't do
She's
that.
asking for silence and healing.
Yep.
A little bit early, I think.
Oh, that's not your
I
call
don't
to
know what
make.
you think, but that's just my personal image. I mean, like, we don't even know who, what, when, where, why, do we?
Why?
Well, a few weeks ago, it was different.
Yes, they needed your help. Now they don't. Easy.
It was different.
Hmm.
Let's go back just a little while.
I think Alan doesn't like it when people say no to him. No, please stop. Don't do that.
When the brave volunteers solved the mystery
Brave volunteers, you're
and weren't
so
so
jealous.
annoying and needed to be quiet, and it's all over because we got this. They've never had this. The local authorities have never had this case.
Morning, after more than a dozen agencies searched for missing teen
So
Kylie
Alan's
Rodney
making the
since
case.
early August.
YouTube should be able to
Volunteers
solve this.
stepping in to help
We've
solve
got
the
the
mystery.
skills, we've got the manpower.
It is our missing person. We have not been able to positively identify, but it's more than likely.
The volunteer scuba team Adventures with Purpose discovered the 16-year-old's SUV overturned in Lake Prosser in just 14 feet of water, 55 feet offshore near the campground where she was last seen.
I had to make several passes over it to kind of verify what I was seeing.
Divers Nick Wren and Doug Bishop were able to
Is he just showing old stuff again? Has he shown this before? No. Sorry.
locate the vehicle shortly after they began combing the lake after 2 weeks of searching by law enforcement.
They couldn't find anything. What is so
Who's
different
that?
about the techniques that you use?
Our sonar technology is not
So-called
different
journalist.
than what they had. It's the ability to manipulate it.
The 16-year-old disappeared from a party with hundreds of other kids at a Lake Tahoe area campground in the early hours of August 6th.
We're so scared and we miss her so much and we love her so much.
Desperate for answers, Kylie's extended family reached out to the
See, Alan, extended family. Details matter.
volunteer scuba sleuths.
Scuba
Has a
sleuths.
long track
That's
record
hard
of
to
helping
say.
solve missing persons cases.
They
We
do.
deal with families all over the country. You know, and
They're
we're
awesome.
solving cases that are 20, 30 years old.
Rodney's father was at the lake when the car and body were discovered.
That's not a moment that
I
is
felt
easy.
that moment.
They have a 16-year-old daughter that's never coming home again.
What is so important about the work that you do?
To be able to be in the position to help families and utilize those skills that we have it's an honor.
Doesn't his
you
beard
know,
get in
and
the
that's our
way with all
purpose.
that
Her
scuba gear?
family asking for privacy, writing, Kylie will surely remain with us, even though we will not get her back.
This
Beautiful.
is such a tough story on so many levels, Steve. What's next in the investigation and into what may have happened here?
So, Craig, an autopsy is scheduled for today with a
Oh, Alan's going to work it out. Don't worry, everybody.
toxicology report to
YouTube's
follow in
got
the
this.
coming weeks. Her disappearance will remain an active investigation with the FBI assisting and the vehicle itself playing a large part as authorities will work to recover the car's data. Craig.
All right, Steve Patterson for us there. Steve, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were wanted at that stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did their job.
Hmm.
What does the local TV station
Now
say?
back
about
off and
today?
leave it to the
Let's have a
police.
look locally. Bang up today.
Bang
Reporting
up
on
to
the
the...
memorial. Oh, it's a memorial celebration. More of a celebration of Kylie's life today.
Yep, I'd rather that
It's
than a
the
funeral
local
myself.
Today to celebrate the life of Kylie Rodney. The 16-year-old's death grabbed the attention of the country as law enforcement and volunteers searched for her after she disappeared from a party in early August. KCRA3's Michelle Bandor talked with Kylie's mother today, who says the community's love is providing her some comfort.
Be on the lookout for people selling things.
On a quiet hillside in Truckee, there's music
No. A few
and
sunflowers.
memories of Kylie Rodney.
I feel her
Oh, look at
everywhere.
her. She's
Family and friends
musical.
say they feel
Recognize the family and friends.
Yes, we
the
do.
teen's presence.
She's not just with me, she's with all of us. And so for her to be here with all of us, yeah, she's showing up.
Kylie's mother says she wanted and needed to share her daughter's celebration of life with the community.
I'm standing because they're holding me up.
Searchers found the 16-year-old's
Aw.
body inside
Isn't that gorgeous? I'm standing because they're holding me up. Absolutely gorgeous.
her car submerged in Prosser Lake August 21st, 2 weeks after she was last seen at a party held nearby at the popular Prosser family campground. Kylie's mother says she is at peace, but doesn't call the celebration of life closure.
There's no finish line. There's no, ending.
So this mother keeps moving while she mourns and asks the community to pray by writing thoughtful notes on colorful prayer flags, now strung throughout the park.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And it just gathers the prayers and brings them up into the heavens.
Okay, I think we can safely say that Kylie was brought up in a family where, Their mum was a bit of a hippie. That's okay.
His family and friends remember how Kylie lived. Investigators want to know how and why she died. Now, they haven't said whether her death was an accident or was suspicious. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office is waiting on toxicology and autopsy results, which should come back in a few weeks. And the California Highway Patrol is trying to figure out how her car ended up in the lake. In Truckee, Michelle Bandor, KCRA 3 News.
Alan's going to solve it.
We're trying to work it out, right? This gets stranger. I can tell you, Sammy Smith was there, and she made a statement. Sammy Smith, who's lawyered up, made a statement.
Her parents are lawyers, so you better watch yourself.
Statement today. She's still at the forefront of everything. More on Sammy Smith later. I'd like to welcome our new spanners, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, better late than never. 20 minutes in.
Is big support for 3 years now. Welcome, Enforcer.
Have they lost a couple of spanners? Who have they lost?
Enforcer to our spanner group. And also we have a male for the first time. We have a man.
For the first time, Michael Shaw. For the first time, they've got a man.
A man spanner, I think it is. Muck Boy. Muck Boy is our other newest spanner. So good luck with your spannering, guys.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks for coming on board.
Yep, no money for you.
All right. So
you got to pay to get into Patreon like everybody else.
Where do we go from here?
Oh, who knows? You'll just show somebody else's content, probably.
I want to show you now my film, my up-to-date film, which I finished this morning.
Yeah.
Of what I think happened. This is my theory only.
All right.
Take it or leave it, but it's got some.
So hot on the heels of the family, like in the Watts case, the family making a public statement through the media saying, please leave us alone, social media. Nope, Alan's just going to completely attack the family, say mum doesn't know what she's talking about, kindness, truth, being helpful. That's for losers. He's just going to plow on.
Information that I think that's right.
I think it's right. Sneaky side eyes.
Let's just put it this way.
It's probably not.
Kylie Rodney was upside down in a car.
Yes. Well done, Alan.
She wasn't in the front seat or the passenger seat strapped in.
Yes, Alan.
She wasn't in the rear seats strapped in.
Yes, Alan.
One window was halfway down and another window was smashed a bit.
No, it was actually wound down, not smashed. Was
that done to make the car sink quickly?
It would have that effect. You can't say that's why it was done. It would have that effect, yeah. You can't go giving motives to people. You'd be a bad policeman.
Did she try to get out? Hardly.
How do you know? How do you know she didn't try to get out? She didn't get out, you can say that. But you can't say she didn't try to get out.
The cargo compartment in the trunk.
It was the highest point of the car, Alan.
That hasn't got a lid.
A lid.
So let's face it, wherever she is in that car, she's going to float to the top.
Yes, to the highest point.
Because, trigger warning, body's bloat in the water and it's going to float to the top.
Mm-hmm.
So she should be seen easily, right? Should be seen easily.
No. Oh, look at that face. I'm such a smart aleck. I know everything, you know nothing. No, because when you think about it, I've got not that car, but I've got one with a hatchback. From the floor, there's a space between there and where the window starts. And then the window starts and goes up. So she's in that bit. You probably couldn't see her if she's in that bit.
Why isn't she seen easily?
Because she's in that bit.
She's connected to the trunk.
Not connected. She rose to the highest point.
In good faith to you, because if she wasn't connected to the cargo area, you'd see her.
No.
What we do see, and the truth is,
you're an idiot,
as confirmed by the diver Nick, her legs were in the air.
No, her legs
Trigger warning. Her
legs were hanging down, Alan, because they don't bloat. Are you thinking of the car right side up? Is that what he's doing? So she's lying there with her legs in Alan.
Legs were seen by him in the air, in effect, but the car's upside down.
Yes, they were hanging
So
down.
it's in reverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only way only her legs can be seen is if she's fastened to the base of the car.
No, Alan.
If she's fastened to the base of the car, her body's trying to escape, as it would.
Oh, yeah, it's looking for a way out.
If she wasn't strapped in, her body would escape through the window.
Not. It's not a freaking balloon. She's not going to bob around like a balloon. You know nothing. I mean, I'm not claiming to know stuff, okay? Police stuff. I don't. All I know is what I've seen on Netflix. But I know more than him.
So I can safely say to you that she is definitely anchored to the base of the cargo area.
Someone draw him a diagram, for God's sake. You're an idiot.
It's based on opinion, but a lot more than opinion. It's just physics.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not even physics.
She wouldn't be legs up unless she was tethered to the base, and her legs would rise in the air, trying to get out. The body trying to get out.
The car is upside down, Alan.
So when I say that she's tethered, I'm correct, in my opinion.
You're an idiot.
So
draw him a
watch my
diagram.
film, and I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me. Anyway, well, it always does to me. And I hope
it explains
it helps you understand that this wasn't an accident. You don't tether yourself to your cargo area of your car.
Body.
No, you don't.
Get into the trunk cargo area of a Honda. Well, I believe she was strapped in. And in this video, I will lay it on the line for you, step by step. I believe, like Adventures with Purpose, foul play.
AWP find the missing Honda. Let's fix the English again. It's not a bad little sentence, you know, it's a simple sentence. It doesn't need a random T in the middle, a capital T in the middle of it. But Honda should have a capital H. So clearly Alan wrote that.
And suspicion is all over this case. Adventures with Purpose.
Opportunism is all over this case.
Kylie's car within 35 minutes of looking. But was she in there? And if so, whereabouts? Was she strapped in the driver's seat?
No.
Or did she float to the back seat? Neither.
She's a balloon.
Here's the true story.
Full assessment.
According to
Condition
Alan.
of the vehicle, windows up or down.
Well, let's go under with Nick, the diver from
Ooh, yes.
Adventures with Purpose.
Let's go diving with Nick.
Now, he's the first man to see it, and I used to have to use his immediate observation to decide where Kylie was.
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you, Alan. See how the car's upside down? Right? If a body were to float and rise up, it would be sitting against the floor. Doesn't have to be strapped in there. It would just rise to the highest part. So it would be here. The arms and legs. I hope her parents never see this. Arms and legs are not bloated, so they're going to hang down. Here and here. Right? That's what Nick saw. He saw, and if you look carefully, you can see it too. Not on this. A shoe. All right? Oh.
For a start, the car's upside down. So we're seeing images like from this position. You see the rear window, important.
Yes. Now think. Things rise.
The vehicle and the license plate. We have just found Kylie's vehicle.
Confirmation number one is definitely Kylie's vehicle. My theory for over a week now is that she's in the cargo area, Kylie.
Where's the silver buckle? If that's a seatbelt, where's the silver buckle bit, Alan?
Tethered with a seatbelt. And that's what all the fuss was about. Here's the proof that she was. little things that sold cases.
It's not
And this
proof, it's a
protruding piece of
swatch.
seatbelt jamming Kylie in place is their downfall. The couple who called the tow truck, this is their downfall.
So this smudge, God knows what it is Alan's proof. He hinged his whole theory on this, that this thing, I mean, it could be a fish swimming past for all we know. This thing is the end of a seatbelt that's been wrapped around somebody and stuck in the door. That's a lot of imagining, Alan.
And will prove their undoing in the end. I'm going to explain the bit of seatbelt hanging out the trunk area.
Oh, please.
I haven't got this model in the UK, and I'd like to thank Zab's guest for showing us the actual model, which has helped me a lot in my investigation. Thanks to Gail DC, I've got the last piece of the puzzle I needed.
Tickets on yourself.
Seatbelt there, you see, on the right, that will stretch right out the back of the trunk compartment.
But it would have a silver buckle
It can't be tethered. So, along with my
They
findings
took that off,
that,
did they?
yes, she was connected and left
Look, that
in the
one's got
cargo area. And the strange, how
that one had a silver thing on it.
do I use the seatbelts? This was the reason.
Really weird questions, like in the sense of how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and like, okay, and did she ask me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt?
The reason we couldn't see the body floating around was because this is where she was. Do you see what I'm saying? How important this
Could
is?
be anything, mate.
In this hatchback. Now, because it's a hatchback, it's not got a firm trunk. There's no like trunk boot to close to lock a body in.
This is his old video. Has he added something to it? I don't want to watch this again. I see. Yeah, see, it was when he first had this idea about the belts and the belts. He had the grey T-shirt on. Oh, look at that. That's spooky.
Now we've searched down.
Search down, track down.
Particular Honda. I'm going to tell you what I think happened. Yes, Nick was right.
It's so
The
easily
car
debunked, Alan.
Didn't go in that night. It was pushed in on the following day.
No, the police were there for
The
days.
boy and the girl that Nick encountered, and this is the armchair detective, is what I do.
Badly.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
You are.
This is my opinion.
Yeah. I wish you'd watch some of our debunks. I really wish you would.
Boy and the girl.
You just go on making a fool of yourself.
Put her in the cargo area and strapped her there.
No, they didn't.
Why am I saying that?
Up to us, possibly has some information
Yeah.
with the book.
Remember, we fixed the spelling of battery the other night. This is Alan's old video from last night. He's replaying it again to give himself some content.
Remembered. And his mind automatically said, well, it must be her because it's her car. He recognised the car, not the face. Thank you for watching The Armchair Detective.
Right.
Yeah. There've been so
Couple of
many
key
people
points
watching it
there,
lately,
guys.
haven't there, Alan?
I'll go over them for you.
What, Yoda?
Key points. I don't want to say much about Sammy Smith, but my word, does she leak information?
You clearly don't like her.
I won't point the finger too much. But I will say.
Why? You sitting in another country? Do an English
I need
case.
to look at her. Let's look at her body language from before she got her attorneys. I'm sure.
Did you ever finish that online body language course you were doing, Alan? No, but that won't stop him from sitting there and condemning somebody based on his analysis of their body language.
Attorneys have shut her down now, but she loves to talk, does Sammy Smith.
Mm-hmm. Probably worried about her friend.
So yeah, that's Sammy Smith. She'll be on our show tonight.
No media and no adults at all, no police, because if there's not pressure from all of those sources on these kids,
Very confident young lady.
Hmm.
She's running at the show. She's taking all the tips.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question about the Amber Alert.
We have to
hang on. Who's he playing? He's playing Tony Dodge's stuff now.
we have to thank All American
what?
Dream Chaser for this. He said we
that?
could share it, so that's fine.
Who's
Well
All
done,
American Dream
Tony
Chaser?
Dodge.
Tony Dodgy.
And that's Sammy herself.
Bazinga says no Amber Alert.
Yeah, see, this is the this is exactly what the mother didn't want to happen. You guys all sitting around speculating and trying to make yourselves relevant instead of going out and getting a real job. You can tell from my demeanour, I've got all night. Alan, is something going to happen here? Because we can't
Not really
hear
what she's saying, but
No.
that's not the point. I just want you to see her body language.
Oh, read her shirt. She's holding clipboards. How can we read her body language? You can't read body language
It's
anymore.
not Kylie. Huge mistake. And that's put her in my eyes as a possible person of interest. To me, Sammy Smith is a person of interest. I need to question
Here we
it.
go. I think
I've
the
no
police
doubt
might
she
have
is being
thought of that, Alan. I really do think they've thought of it.
And it gets worse when you actually hear what she has to say. Let's listen.
Admire what you're doing. You're amazing young. You're only 18 years old, right?
Yeah,
You're,
I'm 18.
it's outstanding for a young girl your age to. But anyway, nonetheless, I know you're pressed for time, and everybody's wanting to know what's the latest. What is? Well, I'll let you take it from the top.
Get a job, Tony.
Kylie Rodney. Let's go back to the beginning, I guess, real quick. Just give us a rundown.
Totally, yeah. So
Totally.
Kylie is one of my close friends. We met through mutual friends, and we became closer in the past year to coming months recently. And
How are we going to observe her body language sitting behind the steering wheel, Alan? You're just using other people's content to fill time, aren't you? Right, let's see how much time you fill with this one. Oh, quite a bit. Look at this. Oh, Alan, you got heaps of time out of this guy. Oh, still going. Oh, so 125 from 52 to 125. That's 25 and what? 48? You got over an hour from Tony Dodge. Wacko. Over an hour, 73 minutes. You could have gone off and made a cup of tea, walked the dog. Oh, that's right, you don't have a dog.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Well, she is keep doing what she's doing. And today she appeared at this celebration of life for Kylie. And she made a statement.
It just occurred to me. This stream is called Kylie Rodney Was There a I Know What You Did Last Summer moment. God, look at that punctuation. It's all over the shop. He hasn't mentioned that yet. Why did he use that title? Maybe he's going to come to it at the end.
I'm going to read it out to you. I can't. It's not recorded, but someone took it down for us.
Alan's going to read.
This is what she said today.
Brace
she's still
yourself,
on it.
Sheila's.
She's still on the case, this Sammy. The smile is one of the most beautiful things that you can be blessed with in this world. But a smile from Kylie is one of the most memorable.
Memorable.
Oops, lost the space.
Hang on, I've got to put that. I really am making an Alan dictionary. I've been talking about it for a while, and I know a few other people want to do it. So I've made a start, all right? What did he say? Memorial? And he was trying to say memorable, I'm thinking. Memorable. That'll go in the dictionary.
But it was never rare. Whether you were one of her customers in the shop or you were jamming out in her car, she sang her heart out. Kylie's smile was so bright it would grace anyone's day. Every moment that I spent with Kylie, whether it was moments or many hours, I never felt uneasy. She made every space feel welcoming, and she welcomed everybody into her life. One of the last genuine times I was able to spend with her was right after I returned from my trip to Peru.
Peru? Peru. He said Peru, didn't he? I'm thinking Peru. Oh my God, she's been to Peru, Alan. We know someone else who's been to Peru. Why are you not seeing these linkages, mate?
She saw me, and her big, beautiful eyes creased with a gorgeous smile and made her whole face bright as she yelled my name and ran to the counter at work just to give me a hug. That sounds like maybe they worked together in a shop, right?
Yes.
Maybe they did work together. Maybe.
You're a really
Her
bad
grace
detective.
is unforgettable. With that warm, passionate hug, I felt at home and felt loved. We sat and talked about everything that had happened.
Everything. I hate it when people put K. If you're one of those people that put K's on the end of thing, everything, something, try to stop. Because I'm going to have to kill you if we ever meet. Everything. Okay.
While I was gone, we laughed and cried, and she gave me a free bobber, whatever that is, even though it was against the rules at her work.
Who?
She was one of the most fabulous light to shine the world, and the pain of having to continue to go on without her is on.
Whoa, what was that? The pain of kidneys?
A shop, right? Maybe they did work together. Maybe. Her grace is unforgettable. With that warm, passionate hug, I felt at home and felt loved. We sat and talked about everything that had happened while I was gone. We laughed and cried, and she gave me a free bobber, whatever that is, even though it was against the rules at her work.
Naughty.
She was one of the most fabulous light to shine the world.
She sounds
And
lovely.
the pain of having to continue to go on without her is unimaginable.
The pain of having to continue. He managed to turn that into something about kidneys. Having to kidney. Oh, now I've got to put phrases in the dictionary. I thought I was going to just be able to do words. Damn.
But if you look at just the right time, when the warmth touches all things around you and the sun sets, you know she's there.
Oh, this is beautiful.
When the light shines down in you from the stars above, you know she's there.
Oh.
And when you smell the lovely smell from every flower in the field, you know she's there.
Oh my God.
While she may not be with us physically, she lives on and is forever with us. Stay fabulous for Kelsey.
Oh. Well, I think they might have really been friends, Alan. I'm thinking if you've killed somebody, you probably couldn't write that. But what would I know? I'm just a girl.
Well, that sounds like she's copied and pasted it, and add bits of her own. I'm sorry.
Alan, just because you do that, it doesn't mean everybody does it. You are so negative and so cynical about everything. You have to be right about everything. I feel sorry for you.
Sorry, that's what that sounds like to me.
Well, Google it. Check.
So we'll come back to Sammy in a bit. Let's go back to
You've made up your mind, haven't you? You've made up your mind.
What are they thinking about all this now?
Oh.
And the police, what are they doing? Well, they're keeping very, very tight-lipped.
I wonder why idiots like you speculating. Now, he's going to use more content from other people.
As you'd expect. Let's have a look at that situation, what the authorities give an update recently.
From the Placer County Sheriff's Office, we have Captain Troy Sanders. He'll be available for questions afterwards as well. From the California Highway Patrol Valley Division is Assistant Chief Josh Ellers. That's EHLERS.
This would be a good time to get up and do some more renovating, Alan. Maybe you could whack a coat of paint on and watch it dry. Maybe you could put a live stream on and we could all watch it dry.
Being here today to get some more information into our investigation. We have been working with the family.
It'll be original.
And really
be more entertaining than most of your streams.
Trying to make sure that we focus on all of our efforts being for the family. And at this time, last night we did receive some information of the recovery of the vehicle that we've been searching for, and it was located inside the Prosser Lake. It's located within a search zone that we have been searching since the very beginning of our operation. We were very fortunate that we had the assistance of a volunteer group, the Adventures with Purpose, that came out with some very specific expertise.
Gave them
and were
credit.
able to help us.
More than you can do, Alan.
The vehicle that we had been searching for.
They still haven't talked to you, have they,
for
Alan?
several weeks. It's at these times that we really want to recognize the reason why we're all here, and that is for this family. We've said that from day one with our staff, the incredible amount of collaboration that we've received from our partners in this region. Clearly being a mountain town, we're used to having great collaboration, knowing that none of us have enough resources to go around, but when we all work together, I think it is an incredible show of how committed all of our agencies are for our community here.
She seems nice, doesn't she? I'd want her looking for me. But I'd want Adventures with Purpose to be with her.
Working hand in hand in unified command, joint command with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. Folks from California Highway Patrol, the Truckee Police Department, and our friends from the Federal Bureau of Investigations. The amount of effort that all of these agencies put together.
He's leaping around on his squeaky chair.
Why we're here today. And as we eliminated a lot of tips and information that
Do we need to watch this, Alan?
I think
No,
it's very important
takes
to
up time.
understand that all of that work did lead us to this.
I'm nearly out of sultanas.
And being able to focus on the services that we provide to our families here that are impacted. We recovered the vehicle. We recovered the vehicle last night. We have located a decedent inside the vehicle. We believe it is our missing person. We have not been able to positively identify, but it's more than likely where we are today. And we wanted to make sure that the family had all that information first. The last thing we want to do is have them learn information outside of our
From social media is what she wants to say.
team. So I think that is one of the points that I really want to make sure that our communities know and the folks that are watching today know is truly how committed we've been throughout these last few weeks in coming to this resolution. It's still an active investigation, and I understand there will be, and we will continue to receive lots of questions regarding our investigation.
So this piece of someone else's content will only be relevant if Alan addresses it in some way when he turns it off and talks. If he just uses it to fill time and then talks about something else, well, it's just a time filler, right? It hasn't been played for a purpose.
And we will release what we can. But at this time, our commitment is to this family. And
as it should be.
That is where we will consistently reach for making decisions on what we release. And again, it is still a very active investigation. So again, I appreciate everyone being here, getting this information out. It is, the reason why we're here is because of the community support and the amount of work that was put into this investigation to where we could clearly identify very specific areas to search. The adventures with
the ADHD in me, which I'm sure I've got a little bit of, wants to know right down the bottom corner what this 1-800 Ask Gary phone number would bring up. Part of me wants to ring it, but I won't, of course.
purpose folks did just a fan.
It's also annoying me that two of them have got black T-shirts on under their shirt and one's got white. Does that mean something? Anyway, that's just me digressing.
At being able to locate the vehicle as quickly as they did, based on, again, a lot of heavy lifting that the folks behind me have done throughout the last couple of weeks. So I appreciate everyone being here and
let's go past it because they're just going to take turns talking and not say anything. Oh, Alan. Oh, hang on, here he comes. Okay.
They're looking for, but police don't go by 99%.
Oh, this guy's
they go
weird.
by 100%. So Adventures with Purpose, they are a volunteer group. They have their own process separate from law enforcement. But, you know, this is very interesting what we have from this press conference. A lot of questions being asked to law enforcement as to why law enforcement wasn't able to find, why they were also searching Prosser Lake and why they were unable to make the determination or make the discovery for themselves that Kylie Rodney was.
He does this all the time, doesn't he? You're muted.
Question is, when did they sweep Prosser Lake?
He's getting better. He's getting better.
Because we don't know when the car went in. We know it didn't go in that night.
No,
It may not have gone in for 3 or 4 days. We don't know. Maybe the police aren't so bad. Maybe it wasn't there.
Well, someone snuck in at night and put it
Whatever
there.
he's called there, I like him. He said they found the car 15 feet down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see how clear the water is. 15 foot. They had drones up. They had sonar. They had divers.
Have you ever looked at the underside of a car, Alan? It's not the same colour as the top, the lid of the car. It's brown. Oh no, I don't want to go back to the beginning of Alan. No. Oh, it'd be like Groundhog Day, but a horror version, wouldn't it? You just keep waking up every morning and there he is.
Well,
Sorry,
you see
I'm
how
sick
clear
in
the
my
water
mouth
is.
a little.
15 foot. They had drones up. They had sonar. They had divers. They couldn't find a car 15 feet down.
Under 15 feet of water. A brown
Maybe
car.
it wasn't there. Just maybe it wasn't even there.
Maybe it
They
was.
put it there after the lake was cleared.
Oh, for God's sake. They were
They made
there
sure
until
the
the day
police
before.
Check that first because the phone call. Did they put the phone ping there knowing the police would go there and check that first? And then cleverly,
That was their plan. They lured the police to that spot with a phone ping. I mean, these are teenagers who can't even work out how to use a hairbrush. Lure the police to that spot, get the police to search that, and then sneak in at night with the car and silently roll it into the water. Yeah, that sounds completely plausible, Alan. Yeah,
put it there
let's
after
go with
they
that.
searched.
Yeah.
Could they be that smart to ping the phone in the position
I know
where they really
teenagers.
wanted to hide it
No,
and let
Alan.
the police check it first and then put it in there?
No, these
Could
are
they
people.
be that clever?
These are people who can't keep track of a pencil.
I
Alan.
like it as a technique, but
Oh,
could they
yeah.
really be that clever?
When you murder somebody, you could use that.
Meanwhile, what were the locals thinking?
Why?
Some locals.
The tragic ending, but overall, it's a
Alan's streams are just becoming him stringing together other people's clips now, and he talks for a little bit in the middle. How long does he do this one for? 1:45 till 1:50, so he gets 5 minutes out of this one. All right.
Haven't been here yet.
It is an interview you will only see here on Fox 40 News. The boyfriend of missing teen Kylie Roden launching his own search for her, and telling us about the last time he and her friends saw her. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 5. I'm Nikki Lorenzo.
And I'm Eric Harriman. Fox 40 has live team coverage in the search for Kylie. Eric Rucker is in Kentucky for us this evening as a massive team of law enforcement.
So much in there. There's so much out there about this girl. It's unbelievable. So that's him.
Yeah.
And this is him.
So instead of you actually, I don't know, doing some research and presenting your viewers, your subs, with information, you'll just go and get someone else's YouTube clip and say, wow, watch this. You're all stupid. I'll just put my ugly face on between clips. And then I'll show someone else's clip and then another one.
Dancing with Kylie. I don't know if some of you might have seen this, but I'm just trying to get a bit of context.
Give us some information.
He's not her
Alan.
boyfriend. He is ex-boyfriend.
We all know this, Alan. This is exactly what the family asked you not to do.
He made a
You
film
go ahead
with
and
her.
do it for an hour. Over an hour. 2 hours. 2 hours. Obviously, you're not going to stop. Whoa, 16-year-olds shouldn't be wearing those shoes. Good God. My girls weren't wearing shoes like that at 15, I can tell you. Okay, so yes, they're having a cuddle. All right.
Showing a bittersweet moment in their relationship. Even though they were broken up, they were still friends. They texted each other about their day. The last text he got from her was, "Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that." At 10:30. Link in bio for the full video. As soon as Jagger heard about Kylie's disappearance, he began to search.
What are you doing, Alan? So you're just playing random clips now. Okay, let's see if he talks about this one when he comes back. It's a car.
So I'm interested in the full lyrics of those two songs. And
Oh God,
I'm not
song
them with the
lyrics
kids,
again.
But we have spanners that are, and they managed to find me them, right? So the two songs were
Here we go. You missed the
Beside Me
sunflowers.
by Heroin Father, rapper, I guess.
Sounds like it.
And I want you to listen to the words. This is the day before the party. Coincidence?
You should go on to, what's that thing that, is it Smule? That he goes on and he does weird stuff to music. I'm not going to call it singing. Does weird stuff to music. He should go on there and record it. He'd probably do a much better job than the riffraff that originally recorded it.
You decide. It could be just a broken-hearted teen talking about his regrets at losing his girlfriend.
Yeah, probably is that.
But this is the two he posted just before we never saw Kylie ever again.
Just because you
Beside
think...
me, forever in my mind,
Hang on.
only you.
Hang on. Granny's got a statement. Just because you think song lyrics are really insightful, Alan, they're not always insightful. Sometimes they just happen to rhyme with the other word, okay? They don't all have deep, deep meaning. Sometimes they're just written to make money. So stop attaching so much. And I think Outback Outlaw will back me up on this one. Not all song lyrics are deep and meaningful and trying to send a message. All right.
I want you to live. I want you more than anything in this world. The pieces of my life go away with you. I want you to fight like hell to stay with us. Forever in my mind, only you, with everybody else gone. I know it might not be what you want. It might be too hard for you to keep fighting. So the pieces of my life run away with you.
What's he chewing?
Forever on my mind. I was all alone on my own, and it's okay. Do you really love me? Do you really trust me? The pieces of my life go away with you. I was down, feeling sad, feeling sorry. Now you're really gone. I can't get you to call me forever. Want to run away? F this love, F this place. If you were a ghost, I want to kiss you anyway. The pieces of my
That's
life
deep.
have run away with you. I can't feel my lungs, feeling like I'm in outer space. You're the one I love.
Can't
You're
feel my
the one
lungs.
I hate.
There's a line I never thought
I
I'd hear in
really
a song.
can't see you with anyone else. All these effing perkies, not good for my health.
He
I
knows
want
what
to end it
perkies
all.
are.
I can't do this again. Tell her that I love her. Should do it for him forever in my mind. I can't really see you with anyone else. All these perkies are not good for my health. I want to end it all. I can't do this again.
Well, it sounds like he's going to top himself, not
Places
her.
in my life go away with you. Forever in my mind. The pieces of my life run away with you forever.
Well, that's crap songwriting,
That's
isn't it?
coincidence, right? What about the other song?
Oh,
Airplane Mode.
why don't you sing that one on Smule? I've sent you an invitation to duet with me. I'm very disappointed
I
that
can't
you
really
haven't
read them out. They're so
replied.
disgusting. Trying to find a bit if I can. A duffel full of smoke. Till you choke. King Bones. About to build a moat on my throne.
Yeah, that's deep.
Handcrafted out of gold in my coat. I keep my weapon.
It just rhymes, Alan.
I let you show it if you keep on stepping.
It rhymes
you
and
keep
it
on
shocks.
stepping. Start the wreck. But you don't want to breathe. Take your lungs. Watch your body deep
Oh my
freeze.
God, lungs in 2 songs. That's weird.
Airplane mode activated. Don't call, bitch. These mother effers never own their own shit. Airplane mode deactivated. Don't call me bitch. I don't want you to breathe. Take your lungs. Watch your
What is
body
with
deep
lungs
freeze.
and rappers?
Coincidence. Those were the 2 songs he posted just before Kylie Rodney was never seen again.
And give us your expert opinion.
Angry boy, upset that she's leaving him. Texts her, be careful tonight.
Angry. Apparently he's angry.
That's the tunes he went for.
I didn't see any evidence of anger, Alan.
Strange and stranger, right?
Very strange songs. But that's what rap
Now-
songs are now. They're strange.
Sammy Smith released an alarming video as well.
You see, you only find them alarming because you're old. People who are old don't understand people who are young. We think we do, but we really don't. Because when we were young, it was all different, right? But it's only alarming because you don't understand it. Probably makes perfect sense to today's teenagers. They all just speak the same
Just a
language.
few days ago. And I think I've got the words to it. I just hope I can find it. So Sammy Smith releases
Here we
a
go.
Twitter video
Mm-hmm. Alan's going to
with
go
it-
looking for
with
something.
words as well.
Mm-hmm. Time to put the kettle on.
Forever by
Oh.
Haron Din Father, an airplane mode by Bones. Just to get that right, down with the kids. That's what it is.
Down with the kids. Oh, you are so
Right.
man.
The words to Sammy's song. Have you got that clearer for me, guys?
What is
I
it
know
with
you
you
gave
and
it to me,
song
I'm not sure where it
lyrics?
is.
They're not all deep and
I'm
meaningful.
not sure where it is at all now.
Sometimes they just rhyme and they fit the music. And
Can't find it. So, main spanners.
sometimes they are
Kylie
significant, but
Rodney's friend
sometimes
Sammy
they're not.
Smith released an alarming video one day before her laptop was found, and she's seen on it partying in like a place. I can't show it because of copyright. She's seen partying in a very similar surroundings to where the party was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that Chicken can hear me. I need the lyrics.
Come on, chicken.
Put me in show notes. I'd appreciate it. So it's something like this. Something
Show
like
notes.
this from
What's
the
show notes?
Luminaries.
Illuminatis? What?
Life in the city. Whoa, whoa.
He's
We
descended
can't
to song
plan
lyrics.
if we can make it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We won't let them. Won't let them take me from here.
You wish you could
I'll leave
sing.
it at the whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, do them.
But in the background, it's a picture of this Sammy having a great time. Just a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. That's what teenagers do.
I wish I could show you if I can.
They're all trying to out-party
So the
each
day
other.
before the laptop was found, she puts this out there
Mhm.
on Twitter. And
They
she's made
do.
it private now, of course.
Yeah. Because the vultures are circling, aren't
So
you?
then I'm waiting for the lyrics from Chicken. I can't seem to get them.
Come on, Chicken. You're not as good as Bubbles. She would have
I
had
don't know if
those
you've heard of
lyrics.
the Luminaries,
Pronto.
Life in the City. Life in the City, will you just lay down and dig your grave?
Oh my God.
Or will you rail against your dying day? This is what Sammy Smith's done 2 days ago when it was found, when the laptop was found. This is what she's putting out there on Twitter. She's eliminated it now, but I've got it. I promise you these are the words.
But she's not sending you subliminal messages,
I've
Alan.
got them anyway.
Is that what you think's going on?
I'll see what Chicken
It's
is.
got the word grave in it, so she made an association with death. That's
Whoa,
all it is.
We won't let them. They won't take it from me. There's a lot of singing going on. I can't put it out, but I'm getting the words for you, which is
Please
important.
sing it for us, Alan. Your voice is delightful.
Chicken, SOS. No sign of you.
Get Chicken to sing it.
Bear with me while I try to get the words out.
Dead air. Dead air. Worst thing on radio.
Lumineers.
Dead air.
Life in the City. Sammy Smith puts it out the day before the laptop.
Oh, and someone else's clip.
Some of the words are quite frightening, aren't they?
Yeah.
Take it to your grave and stuff, which is like
Teenagers like
scary
that kind of stuff. Our parents were scared by our song lyrics.
We can't make it. We can make a plan to make it, but the scary bit is about the grave, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the word.
Why would she put that out there insensitively, days before?
She's 18.
The, memorial service to.
18-year-olds don't have sensitivity.
I've got it now. Didn't take long. I've got it. So the
Good
full
girl,
words
Chicken.
are.
You should pay her.
Well done, Stella. McCartney. Words by Stella McCartney. No, it's not really. I haven't got a clue.
Stella.
This is like Down with the Kids.
Is Chicken's name Stella?
The pieces in my life run away with you. I was down bad, feeling sad, feeling sorry. Now you're really gone. I can't get you to call me because you're forever in my mind. That's the wrong song. So yeah.
Oh, you're so
you see all these
sacked,
songs
Stella.
that really not. I mean, they're connected with death. All the songs are connected with death.
Yes. A lot of kids'
Luminaries
music now
is the one that frightens me, that Sammy Smith put on Instagram with a few of the lyrics. And the main lyric.
Here's the problem, I think, one of the many problems. Alan can't put himself in someone else's shoes and imagine what it's like to be that person. He cannot empathize. He doesn't seem to have the imagination to be able to go, all right, if I was Sammy and if I was 18 and if I was into that party culture, what kind of music do we all listen to? You know, how would she be thinking? He can't do that. He just sees it from his point of view and goes, ooh, it's got the word grave in it. That's a bit scary because graves are scary things, aren't they? You're not cut out for this work, Alan.
That I don't like.
Not cut out for any work, apparently.
I want you to remember what Sammy Smith has done.
Mm-hmm. She heard the word grave, thought death, posted it.
Luminaries, Life in the City, as these lines. Will you just lay down and dig your grave, or will you rail against your dying day? That's what Sammy Smith put out 2 days before she's making that contrived.
Those lyrics are part of a whole song. You can't just pluck out 2 lines and go, ooh, that's scary. That means something. No, she might have just liked the tune. There's so many aspects to music. She might have liked the artist. Who Who knows?
Memorial thing.
Memorial thing.
What do you think of that?
With people smiling and selling things and flags and happiness.
That's terrible, isn't it? It's in the best I can say is insensitive.
But she's 18.
That's the best I can say.
It wasn't exactly a picture of sensitivity at 18. I'm pretty sure you weren't.
Well, that's the way it is in this case. I'm not very good at rapping. I need the music. I don't have the music.
Oh
so
my God, he's going to rap. Go on, rap. Rap for us,
I
Alan.
don't know where chicken went.
Chicken? I don't know, but still I had to step in there for a bit.
Right.
Right, show us some other footage from somewhere else. Come on.
That
He's
Jagger and Sammy Smith were putting out there. One from Jagger was just before she disappeared, and that stuff about digging your own grave was by Sammy Smith.
They're probably all listening to that
the day
stuff,
before the
Alan.
laptop was found. What do you think of that, guys?
It's got no significance with the laptop.
Pretty scary, isn't it?
No, it's just the music they listen to, Alan.
I don't know what to think of this case. It's difficult, isn't it?
Well, don't think about it because the family's asked you not to.
The locals bother me. It's a bit like strange. But I know I'm from a different country, but everything seems strange in this case.
No.
Weird. It's like weird. Let's get one more insight into the
Someone
local
else's
area.
footage.
Good update tonight to the missing case we brought you here on Prime last night, and it is the continued search intensifying for 16-year-old Kylie Rodney. She disappeared from a campground party in Northern California nearly a week ago. It was last Friday night. We have surveillance photos tonight captured just hours before Kylie was last seen. Right now, investigators are pouring through hundreds of tips in the case, along with cell phone video, anything that could help them retrace Kylie's last steps and any conversations she may have had with people at that party. Kylie's mom is going to be joining me live in just a moment. But first, I want to turn to correspondent Nancy Liu with the very latest in the search for answers tonight and Kylie. Nancy.
Where's the noise, Alan? You should be renovating.
Marnie,
this
the
is renovation
Placer County
time.
Sheriff's Office says over 500 tips have come in, and they
There it
are
is.
following
Is that
up
him?
on more than 300 leads, but nearly a week
You could be
since
cutting
Kylie
wood.
Rodney disappeared.
You could be drilling.
Still no
Come
sign
on.
of her or her
This
car.
work's not going to do itself, mate.
I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go
Why
off
are we
of at this
watching
point.
this? You
but
better say something significant.
I
Hey,
fully
that looks
believe
like
that she's
Milligan.
alive and well.
Kylie's grandfather is missing their musical moments and
Oh,
offering
she's
belated
musical.
advice.
If your child wants to go to a party
you
or
look
go
like Spike
somewhere,
Milligan.
make sure they go with someone and make sure.
Guess what, Bam? I've met him. He didn't give me a plush toy, but I have met him a couple of times, actually.
Sure they return with those people. Don't leave anybody behind.
That's very important information.
Yeah.
Go with someone and come back with someone. Don't leave anybody behind. This Sammy Smith is supposed to be older than wiser than Kylie. Kylie's only 16. She's 18, 19. Why isn't she getting her home safely? She's too intoxicated to drive, so why are you leaving her on her own? You're such a good friend, right?
And she's going to have to live with that guilt for the rest of her
I don't
life.
know.
Thanks for driving it home on YouTube.
Driving out of that campground area at night is treacherous.
She'll
but
probably
so
need
far,
therapy
no
to deal
sign
with
of
that.
Kylie's SUV or her. Law enforcement released images of a sweatshirt Kylie borrowed that night with an eerie caption reading, "You don't want to be forgotten. You just want to disappear."
It's song
Kylie's
lyrics.
mother is garnering strength from the community. It's this community that's standing behind me and standing with me and supporting me and holding me up that is allowing me to fake you guys into all thinking that I have it together.
Mom's a bit of a hippie, and that's fine.
We just want word out so that more eyes are out because we don't have an exact spot to
Why's
look
he got
for,
his glasses
and that
on
is
top of his
unusual,
hat?
especially
That
with a
looks
large
stupid.
object like a car.
Looks stupid
Again,
indoors.
how didn't they find it in 14, 15 foot of water? How couldn't they find it? Sonar equipment, divers, 14.
No, let's be accurate. It was covered by 15 feet of water, Alan. It wasn't sitting in 15 feet. You're going to be accurate. It's important.
Full
You're
of
going to be a
water.
policeman.
One YouTuber went down and didn't find the car. He found a laptop. He found little stuff.
Allegedly
How can he do that on his
from
own?
her car.
But the whole combined forces, FBI, search and rescue, cannot find a car that's 14 foot underwater. I saw it from the
15.
drone. Why didn't the police see it from the drone? Well, maybe it wasn't there.
Different drone. Different footage.
Maybe it
perhaps.
just wasn't there. This young girl.
Maybe they stuck out at night and hid
lost
it.
her life, and we don't know why.
And you're not entitled to know
Do
why. You are not entitled to an answer. I know that annoys you, but you're not entitled to anything. The family is, not you.
And it's bugging me.
Yeah, let it go. Go and live in the real world.
Thanks to Adventures with Purpose, the YouTubers are on it, and we'll stick together and we'll get there in the end.
The family have asked you
We want
not
that
to.
autopsy report. I want to know whether there's water in her lungs or not. Did she?
Where do I start? I'm not going to give him a lesson on lungs and water, but you really need to get out more. You really do.
Drown, or did she die before she hit the water? That's the next thing. Was I right about the buckle? I think I am.
I think you're not.
Thank you for joining the Armchair Detective. I'm going to Patreon now.
Oh,
for
goody.
Q&A
I'm not.
on this case and anything with the Watts. We're not doing Watts on this channel at the moment.
2 hours 15 is
enough. I am doing it in Patreon. Please join me there.
Join Patreon.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Thank you for joining the Armchair Detective, guys. This case is baffling the hell out of me, but I'm going to work on it night and day until we get some sort of justice for Kylie. Some sort of justice. Because it's not.
You know, it's not your job to get justice for Kylie. Why do you think that you have to right all the world's wrongs? Did something happen in your childhood where something went wrong and you were absolutely powerless to stop it? And it ended up bad, like, you know, family split up or somebody died or something? Are you carrying a guilt, Alan, that you're now trying to right all the world's wrongs and that you're incapable of letting go? I think perhaps you need some therapy. Anyway.
A damn accident, in my opinion.
Oh, God. And then the hillbilly music again. Well, there you go. That was fun, wasn't it? Let me get rid of Alan. How do I get rid of Alan? Help me get rid of Alan. Oh, you nearly saw a choking attack then. That'd be fun. I'd be famous on YouTube then. I'll make a video one day and explain about it, okay? Right. How do I get out of this screen? I don't know. Stop sharing? Yeah, we'll do that. All right. I'm going to log off before I have a choking attack and you will see it. But yeah, I mean, you know, if Alan's going to make anybody choke on thin air, well, if anyone's going to make people choke on thin air, it's going to be Alan, isn't it? All right. I'm going to bed. Have a good day on the other side of the planet. Be kind. Be nice to other people. Stop breeding. We've got enough people. I'll talk to you later.